you start to see the way I feel. And my actions, y'all been forcing me to say what's real. Fake handshake before you see me take a deal. Like Colin Kaepernick, I make him kneel. I ain't talking for the flag. Shorty got on makeup, all my niggas wear masks. Yeah, have an identity crisis. We tryna get rid of ISIS. Brody got the gas on him. We tryna fiddle the prices. Yeah. All you niggas Gucci Louis, I'm on a different designer back when the chicken was Tyson. Yeah. Lately I'm killing my rivals, all of my women is biased. I know she thinks she a diamond. Yeah. I hit these hoes with the Midas.
This time. All right, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode. Not included. Skoota the old wavy bastard. Got Cuzzo in the building with me. Snackavelli Macaroni Tony.
Yes, sir.
This is the Not Included Podcast, episode 87. We got a special guest in the building. Familiar voice if you've been listening for a while.
Good.
Going on with you, man? Rich
Dick here to talk shit, man. What's good, man? I'm glad to be back, man. Like I was just saying, man, this is nice, man. Thanks for having me, man. It's always fun to come out here and chop it up with you fellas, man. It's always a good time.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, you always welcome, man.
Come back here.
Man, fuck no, man. Y'all niggas need to come to AZ, man. Can't do this winter no more, man.
I feel you.
We was just talking about that earlier.
Yeah. Bro. Everybody, man, hella people from Milwaukee live in Arizona, man. It's crazy. Crazy.
Was you out there for that?
Hell
what
no.
happened out there this week,
I know.
or last weekend or whatever?
I didn't go down there, around there. I mean, I was around there, but I didn't go there for that. I ended up like going, I was already down there. I was getting like some headshots done. Then I randomly was just like hanging out in Scottsdale.
Yeah.
And like, it was just like, I don't know if you ever been to Scottsdale. Like, like that's one of the top 5 biggest party cities in the United States. Like, close to Vegas. Like, they turn up on like Sunday Fun Day. Like, motherfuckers go out like 12 o'clock in the afternoon and just turn up to like 2 o'clock in the morning type shit.
Damn.
So I was already down there just on some random shit by myself. But yeah, man, I felt like I seen a little bit of Milwaukee people. Like, I was looking at niggas out there, like, I was like, yeah, they from Milwaukee. Like, kind of like, yeah, them niggas from Milwaukee. But no, I didn't participate in it though. But I see it went pretty well for them though.
Yeah. So what was it? What was going on?
I think like just getting out the city. I suppose, I don't know. I don't live here, but I follow a lot of the people who are there on Facebook. And it seemed like that's just the place, like they just picked the place and everybody go travel there and kick it for the weekend. So like, I guess Jeezy was in town. Arizona pretty much just took away the mandate. So it's like, you don't have to require masks no more.
Oh.
So I think it's like one of those places where people just took advantage of and kicked. Because I was out there and wasn't nobody wearing a mask. Everybody was out kicking it, drinking. I guess Jeezy was there. Lil
Durk was there.
Benny the Butcher.
Yeah.
A lot of them was down there doing events.
Yeah.
Like, you know, because everything opened back up. So I just think they just took advantage of that. It's pretty cool though, man. I mean, a lot of people from Milwaukee already live there. So just like a second home from Milltown.
Yeah.
They call it the Milwaukee takeover.
Yeah.
They must be doing it in Houston or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I know they did that in Dallas some years back when I was there. Like, it was like shortly after I got there, shortly after I left, and they had one of them Milwaukee takeover parties and shit. Like, damn.
Did you go?
No, hell no.
Well, I mean, what is
I
they
left
just...
the city to not be. I left the city for a reason.
Yeah, right. my auntie was like, hey, they're gonna be down there, you should kick it. I'm like, thanks for the info, but there's a reason why I don't live here no more. I don't know nothing like that. But I did see a lot of people from my high school that was out there kicking it, you know?
Yeah. Well, man, good to have you back, man.
Hey, thanks, man. It's good to be back.
Yeah. What's up with you, Cuzzo? Anything new?
Hell no, the goddamn thing. Ain't nothing new. Ain't nothing new at all, man.
Well, shit, I ain't got shit going on. Usual, working hard. Working. That's it. Boring life.
Bro, gotta have some fun, man.
Yeah, I know.
Gotta have some fun.
I'm waiting for them to open everything back up. Shit,
out here?
Yeah.
Shit. You gonna be waiting. Boy, that's when you better take your ass to the south.
You're right. Damn right.
Go to Florida. Atlanta didn't even have COVID.
Right. Basically.
What's that?
Nah?
Right.
Too much money. Too much money on the line. We're letting that virus fuck you up. Y'all get y'all shots?
Hell no, and I'm not getting it.
Got my shot right here.
You see they got right. You see they out here coming out with they stopping Johnson and Johnson. Motherfuckers getting blood clots. The other one, they telling them they need 3 shots now and shit instead of 2. I'm like, no, I'm not fucking with
people that make baby oil and lotion.
Yeah,
shit blew me all the fuck off, bro. I was like, Johnson and Johnson. What the fuck? I had to put that. Those niggas used to make baby oil, didn't they? The cheap shit. Like,
I'm making vaccines.
Vaccines and shit, man.
Did I miss something?
money, man. That's it.
Yeah.
Any way to make some money.
Government,
especially if the government paying for it.
Yeah, we whip that motherfucker up real quick.
We whip that motherfucker up real quick. Hell yeah. There y'all go.
Right? Just send us a dose of it.
We tested it. Yeah. No, y'all didn't.
They tested it on y'all, man. Gotta test it on somebody. Hey man, to each his own, right?
They trying to claim it's working though.
But how though?
I think it's convenient, man. I think as long as it took for it to happen, once we people really start getting it, I think at this point we coming close to herd immunity more than it is the vaccine.
Exactly. It's funny,
but they giving the credit to the vaccine.
When I went to the ER, I had a nurse talking to me about it. Like, so I went to the ER multiple times. You know, and I had one nurse say I guess. I had one nurse say I don't even see the point because they saying that the virus is adapting regardless. So if I had COVID, I probably would have got the vaccine just because it's all right, I went through this shit and it fucking sucked. Let me make sure my body can handle it. But as of now, I've been tested multiple times. Yeah. Haven't seen no signs of it. I haven't had no effect. So why would I insert something in my body that has not had an effect on me? And I've been around. I work at a gym, so I'm dealing with motherfuckers every day, but
and ain't no telling what they doing.
Right?
I don't know where they been. Shit, that's how I feel. Shit, I had it. It ain't do nothing to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't need the shot. I'm good. Because it don't keep you. They saying it don't prevent you from getting it. It just prevents you from having the bad symptoms.
But what do you get? So when you get a flu vaccine, when you get a flu shot, you get a flu shot so you can avoid the flu.
Right.
All right.
This one ain't that powerful.
Not the Johnson & Johnson. Mix it with baby oil and lotion and shit.
Ingredients.
Right. That's probably why it's clogging niggas' arteries. Right? Whatever the fuck it's doing. They got oil in it.
Got oil in that motherfucker.
I got all that oil and powder in there.
Fucking baby powder, lotion, and oil and shit. Expired little baby oil.
Y'all know anybody that got it?
I know a few people. I know my mom and her husband got it.
Yeah.
A lot of people. I actually know a few people who got it.
They got. You know which one they got?
The Pfizer.
Okay.
So when I work at the gym, I have people say this because they say the second one fuck you up.
Yeah.
For a couple of days. So they say they don't feel nothing. I mean, they getting it.
They got both.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? People don't if we be honest, people don't know enough about COVID. As much as you can read articles, as much as you can listen to them talk about it, they didn't even know enough about it. Even when the news was talking. Bro, I remember back when COVID first happened, it was the Chinese flu. They was shitting on China for having it. Then it got here and then it was kind of oh shit, now we gotta. I don't think they know fully what it is. I just think that because they know they use fear to control people, they just and people probably just scared because they don't know what it is or how it can attain. So I get why people are taking it and shit. I understand. I'm probably gonna have to get it because I do want to travel outside the country soon.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna have to just suck it up and just get it regardless. But I'm not rushing to get that shit. I don't trust shit like that at all. And why would I put a virus in me if I'm taking care of myself? I'm not saying I'm the healthiest person in the world, but if you fucking don't take care of yourself, you have a poor immune system because of your shitty diet and not exercising and stuff like that. As silly as that sound for people, that's very important to help you fight flus and viruses and shit like that, bro. Because but I'm Mr. Conspiracy Theory. This ain't Johnson & Johnson, bro.
Right.
Nah, bro.
Yeah. I ain't the conspiracy theorist type, but this one is real skeptical. It's just too much. It's too much change over time.
Too much.
They start saying you got to wear 2 masks. It's like, man, come on, man.
You should wear a mask when you sick regardless. Like, now we got to wear a mask? Like, man. No, man.
Yeah, that's some shit I was thinking about, too. I feel like even if they ever do get rid of masks, I think people in certain industries should still have to wear masks at work.
I like the mask. Like, I don't like it. I don't like that you have to wear it, but, you know, it's not a bad thing to have if you're just trying to move and groove and not be bothered and shit like that. You know, it's a great way to just kind of like just move around, people not recognize you and shit like that.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't think it's no big deal to wear masks.
Yeah, nah.
But, you know what I'm saying? I do it, whatever. It ain't. Now, the shot, the vaccine thing is another thing. That's a whole different.
White people act like they got their rights back when they ain't got to wear the mask in Phoenix. We don't have to wear masks no more? Free at last. Free at last. God almighty, I'm free at last, man.
From a
like,
damn
shit. Man. You know they're taking your rights. That's what they just say so all the time. Dude, they're trying to take our rights. When you're talking to a black person, like, I've been on game. Like, suck my dick. Get the fuck out of here.
You think wearing a mask. The thing about that is so stupid to me, though, because, like, I guess because over the years we already been so conformed to wearing clothes, but, like, you can't go in the store with no shirt on.
Exactly.
But you should be able to not wear a shirt if you want to, right? But nobody make a big deal out of that because you wear a shirt. That's what you do. It's normal.
And we sexualize everything. Like, if somebody wearing a shirt is perverted, you know? A little kid wearing no shirt. It's like, ugh, why ain't got no shirt? Like, fucking kid. Like, really, what does it even matter at that point?
Exactly.
You know?
People try to make shit deep that ain't that deep. Like, just put the fucking mask on.
Because people think deep is smart, you know? You can sound smart, but don't mean you smart.
Just put the mask on, bro. You'll be all right. You can still breathe. You can still move. You got all this other articles of clothing. Just look at it as another article of clothing. That's it.
If you smoke cigarettes, shut the fuck up about the mask. If you fucking bitches raw, shut the fuck up. Like, y'all niggas eat McDonald's, shut the fuck up, bro. Y'all get the fuck out of here, bro. Put a mask on. Your breath stink.
Right. Please put that mask on. That's been saving me from a lot of snake ass breath. Shout out to the mask out here.
Shout out to the mask
out here.
Shout out. They've been doing it in Asia for years, man. You go over to China and shit like that. The motherfuckers wear masks all the time, bro.
Man,
you tripping? I keep it on me.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it on me.
Keep it on you.
Yes, sir.
I keep a mask and condoms. You never know. You never know when you might have to fuck a bitch during these rough times.
You never know. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, my boy.
Exactly. Been ready. Don't need to start being ready.
Right. Let me. Nope.
Nah, I'm good.
I knew this was going to happen. It's going down.
Y'all, so y'all saw the verdict?
Yep.
Derrick Chauvin.
He didn't even need a mask. You can tell that nigga was shocked. He looked at the lawyer like, what the fuck is going on? Where's that immunity they talked about?
What y'all think? How y'all feel about it?
Why, when they get it right, like, this is one thing I hate about media. They got it right. This is a fucking, like, it's an 8-minute and 46-second video of dude on his neck. Like, that didn't even have to go to court. Like, y'all should have just, that should have been it. I just hate the way that, first of all, bro, I don't watch the news because I feel like they profit off our trauma. So I didn't even watch none of that shit. Bro, the only reason I seen the verdict because I was at work. And I'm like, all right, he got the 40. But that's not justice. How's that justice? He get to live in prison?
Right.
Like, the motherfucker gonna go and be Muslim. Like, even go fucking get his life. Because it's just for white people, prison is just
it really is a rehabilitation
center for them. So he finna go there, do his time. Hopefully, not hopefully, but, you know, hopefully some niggas get at him, fuck him up, but probably won't because they probably gonna keep him in isolation because he's still a police officer. I thought it was, all right, cool, but, you know, I just hate when shit like this happen and they get it right and then now people praise them for getting it right. It's like, fam, this system is flawed. Like, that never should have happened in the first place.
Who's praising him, though? You think he getting praised?
I don't think he's getting praised.
Not him, the system.
The system is getting praised because they're not good at their job. And when situations like this happen, and they get it right, we say, "Oh yeah, the system does work." And it's like,
No.
this was open and shut. This wasn't y'all had to go dig in deep. Like this literally was, you got the video, and then their only argument was he had fentanyl in him. I don't give a fuck if this motherfucker had venom poison in him. You stood on his neck for 8 fucking minutes, my guy. Like, what more do y'all need? Like, this shit, I don't like that. I mean, I don't want to be the negative Nancy motherfucker, but like shit like, first of all, I hope his family get paid for the views that they got for displaying this fucking case this whole time. Cause you already know the news used it. Like, I don't like the news fucking profiting off our trauma. Like, that's all it was to me, was them just showcasing our trauma. White people feeling fucking white guilt and want to fucking sit here and say, like, we've been telling you all this shit for years. Like, what the fuck? Are y'all gonna change the system? Are y'all gonna hold all cops accountable? Or what the fuck y'all gonna do? Because it's like, yeah. Justice is letting his family lay on his neck for 8 minutes and 46 seconds.
Right.
While he got fentanyl in him. Let's see how that shit worked for him. You know?
They tried to say the craziest shit that I heard about this shit is they tried to say him being face down by a car that was running contributed to it. Carbon dioxide.
Could have, but doesn't matter. That's like me stabbing you.
Ain't no coulda. No. Outside. There's no way in hell. He's outside in open air. The only way that it could have affected him if he put his mouth on that and just breathing in.
He
like
throwed it the motherfucking exhaust pipe. Right. But it don't matter.
That takes hours. That don't take 8 minutes.
And this is why I hate the system, because you gotta play the game. We all knew he was guilty, but they gotta go through the due process to make it make sense to why they should do it. But again, I didn't give a fuck if, again, somebody could have walked in. He could have got bit by a poisonous snake before that event. If someone has their knee on your neck for 8 minutes and 46 seconds, bro, you're going to die. Like, no matter fucking what. Like,
with the combination of your legs your arms behind your back.
Bro, he probably was
like, you ain't
stressed,
even, you ain't
not breathing right. Like, his chest, laying on his chest, like, bro, get the fuck out of here. Bro, that's just, white people are just, like, not
and then knowing that that's not the protocol. Like, once you get them in cuffs, you sit them up.
Dog,
like
it was for y'all.
Supposed to.
It was for y'all. Where this nigga going, dog? It don't make no sense. He just, man, that's that entitlement shit, bro. He just thought that he was just, felt like that sense of power. Like, he's just like, yo, I got this nigga. Yeah, I got this nigga neck. Yeah. I'm like, bro, you like a pussy, and hopefully niggas show you pussy. So, but again, bro, 40 years for that shit, I guess.
Well, 75, right?
75.
I think 40 for one of the charges.
That's coming 40. Out of taxpayer money.
Right, exactly.
You know,
that's what a lot of people saying.
Let me stand on his neck.
Like, okay, yeah, we got it, but now we got him. You know, quote unquote got him, but now we got to pay for the shit.
Yeah. Getting 3 meals a day. This nigga better off being homeless. Y'all should have just stripped him of employment. It was better off if y'all just let this motherfucker just roam around Minnesota. He could never have a home. He could never have a job. He could never profit in any type of way. He would just have to live life. That's probably more justice than him going to prison. Because now he's isolated. He can be in a controlled surroundings. He's going to get fed 3 times a day. He's going to have access to books. Going to be able, and don't get me wrong, I'm normally not that type of person where I get like, over in time, you should learn lessons. But in this case, fam,
he had time.
He had time, bro.
8 minutes.
8 minutes and 46 seconds, my God.
That was the time that he had to make a decision.
Y'all had the man cuffed, bro. Like, what was the point of all that? Like, at that point, get up. Like, and unfortunately, you can't say nothing to the cop because you don't want shit to happen to you at that moment. But it's like, all they could do in the video was like, yo, get up. Like, get the fuck up. Like, what was the point of that shit? Like, what were you proving? Like, are you trying to let us know, like, we supposed to fear you? But that's the thing, man. Cops have immunity because they have that law that protects them. So they, in the back of their mind, they think that law works. But unfortunately, hey, man, it's on video. And it's not like they got it right. It's just that what the fuck could they prove? Like, the cops not finna back him up. Like, they got it on video. So it's like, he was found guilty Anyway, he probably was just surprised that they gave his ass 75 years. Yeah, the motherfucker looking like. He's looking like this. I didn't even have to see his lips, but he did it. White people do that.
Well,
what you think, Cuzzo? How you feel?
I agree with what he was saying. Like, everybody knew he was guilty. Shit. But it's sad that it took this long with a video. Post up. Like, it ain't nothing to celebrate. Because like you said, he's still alive. He get to walk around and still breathe and learn, keep learning and all that other shit. It's just some bullshit.
And they say no parole. I'm sorry to cut you off. They say no parole. What if you do 20 and he showed him that he learned his lesson? He could probably still get out. Then what?
He won't be able to work.
He could be a rapper.
Think that'll work?
Listen, if Tekashi can do it.
You know what?
You know what? No, what he probably really could do, he could get some interviews and shit. And profit off of that. Do some interviews, some special, whatever they call them, with Oprah or one of them people or something.
Make some money that way. Do a book.
Yeah.
Put my knee on the nigga neck. How I killed the nigga.
Right.
And I don't mean that in my sense, but that's his mind. So how I killed the nigga.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure he was feeling that type of rush where he was.
Some O.J. Simpson type shit. If I would have did it.
If I would.
Didn't he drop a book or something
Yeah.
like that?
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
And then he did an interview where he was like, I got a surprise for you.
Oh, yeah.
He spoke to him with the OJ's a fucking nut, dog.
Right. That nigga crazy.
I follow him on Twitter, bro. He be on
I did
Twitter
not
talking
see that.
sports.
He did that?
Yeah, he did an
Yeah.
interview back in the day where he was promoting his book, and he goes, and then the lady goes, and after the interview, he said he had a surprise for me, and she opened the door and hit him with a knife, like,
Didn't look at the camera.
yeah.
Oh, you gotta watch.
Yo, OJ's a nut, dog. You ever follow him on Twitter? He talks
No.
sports, and the DMs is like, oh, you got away with killing a white woman. You're a murderer. You're a killer. Interview style. Look, it's the first thing that pop up, bro.
That's terrible.
Oh, man.
Ask me a question about something.
Yeah.
And there's no superficial answer.
No.
Unless I talk about
But
it,
I can
unless
hear
I
you're
get deeper.
bugged. I can hear you're
Of
bugged.
course I am. I'm bugged to have to talk about it.
Yeah.
Get my blood pressure going to have to. I don't think anybody could have gone through. I got I got totally screwed. I got screwed.
Hey, didn't he get off?
I got taken from me. My kids don't have a mother, and people want to ignore because of their, as far as I'm concerned, either ignorance and in many
Oh,
cases.
shit. I can't believe that just
Little spill?
Yeah, a little. Cut that. No.
Don't look at the facts.
Can't you say one thing? I don't care whether you're black, white, or green. I really don't care. The bottom line is you got off. You're innocent.
Thank you. That is the bottom line, but
Bottom line
that ain't
is,
the bottom line
save your
for
breath.
so many
You're
people.
innocent. You got off. What kind of racism is that? You're free.
You know what? Let me say
You're
something.
walking
Let me
around.
say something.
What's your
Let me
problem
say
here?
something so
Just be
interesting.
free, be
And once
happy.
I get riled, sometimes.
Oh, is this it right here up
I
here?
start thinking
Look like this.
I genuinely was surprised. I think it was his idea of a joke. And this is it.
He did that shit.
That's hilarious.
Like, this nigga crazy, dog.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yo.
After we finished filming,
Look at his face in the background.
he had a surprise. I think it was his idea of a joke. And this is it.
Yo.
Guess what's gonna be the cover photo? That right there.
Yo, he did that
that's
shit,
hilarious.
man. That nigga's a nut, man.
That's hilarious.
I'll never forget that. I'm like, this nigga's crazy.
Nah, man, crazy, bro. That's that athlete, though, that celebrity privilege, though, man.
That's hilarious.
Dog.
Oh my god.
She said, "You got free." He said, "Thank you." What? But I met somebody, man, who it was funny. I met somebody who said he used to sell him blow back in the day when he played for Buffalo. They said like he used to just buy blow for a party. He used to go crazy, cash out on just blow, like $10,000 worth of blow, and just like have it sitting there for the party, bro.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. No, that guy's a nut, bro. Hell no. White people ain't never let that down.
Where's the fucking blow? It just made me think of that shit.
Oh, man.
Well, shit, for me, man, with the Derrick Chauvin shit, I ain't see a lot of people saying like how you saying like the system got it right. I see people saying like, oh, they finally got it right. Like, damn, it took y'all like forever to get it. And then,
but how did they get it right though? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. But how did they get it right when it was an open and shut case? Like that's look past the general yeah, they convicted a murderer, but. That's kind of like.
But when you think about all the people that, quote unquote, got away, what you looking for? You need ice? Oh, okay. This one?
Yeah, it's her. I'm going to try some of this gin.
Yeah. I mean, when you think about all the people that got away, like George Zimmerman and.
Right.
He wasn't no cop, though.
Right? Yeah. But still, he got away with.
Video camera of him shooting Trayvon Martin.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, bro. And we sit here and say they got it right. Fam, that's literally, they had to get it right. If they wouldn't have convicted
they didn't
him,
get this one, it's like, damn, okay.
They rioting,
yeah,
without a doubt. So, yeah, they got it right, but that's kind of like, that's like you being a 22-year-old and passing the first grade math test.
Yeah.
You gotta get it right. That's like if the 3 questions was 1 + 1, 2 + 2, 3 + 3. Nigga, it's 2, 4, 6. Let's get him out of here. Let's get his degree. Like, that's all that was. That wasn't nothing special. Like, they didn't need evidence. They didn't have to really investigate the shit. Their argument was fentanyl in his system at 9%, bro.
Yeah. And then even so, for me, I think, like, is it the system getting it right? Like, because we always talk about the system, right? But it's the jury's job to convict, which is regular people, everyday citizens like us. Mm-hmm. They pick random people.
Look, them people probably like, he did that shit. Why we gotta go through all this?
Right. But I'm saying, like, even for like the people that got off.
Yeah. Now, is that the case though? All the time? Was it a jury for Trayvon?
You know what? It's not always. I think, not in all cases, it's not a jury, but I think in most of those cases, there were juries.
It was a jury.
Right, yeah, that we don't know.
I got 9 white people determined in my life. I don't think my odds are in my favor. I'm like, all right, guys.
Yeah, because I think in this one, it was 6 white people, then everybody else was like minorities. I think most of them was black, and it was like one other like Asian or some shit like that. But yeah, I don't know. I just, like you said, it's one of, like you said, it's one of those things. Like, it's hard to be, celebrate. You don't want to celebrate because somebody lost their life, but at the same time, it's like we got one. Finally, like, regardless if it's open and shut, for me, just because I know like how I felt last year after seeing all that shit, after seeing George Floyd die, Ahmaud Arbery, and all these other people, it was like, okay, if they don't convict this nigga, okay, now we know, like, it's hands down, like, it ain't even no argument. Even though I still feel like they still look at us different and still gonna treat us different. But just based on the way I felt last year after seeing all this, seeing this nigga actually get convicted did make me feel good. Me personally.
Well, it is because, like you said, you're not used to seeing it going on with. And this is why we accept the government, we accept the criminal justice system, we accept that. We accept that this is how they prosecute us. That system was created to control the population, was to do the school to prison pipeline population. So, when they got it, why do they define justice? Why do we feel like they are, like people say we got justice? Because of what? Because they tell us what's right and wrong? Fuck no. They don't tell, they tell us what's right and wrong because they control us. They control what goes on. They have the authority, power to do that. I think that was a waste of time. I honestly think that whole case was to profit off of black trauma. Like, I didn't watch none of it. I didn't pay attention to that. I remember watching a video and I was like, that's fucked up. That guy don't go to jail. It just proves our point on just how racist this country is. Sure, fuck yeah, he got him what was due to him. But how is that due? Being due is justice is literally getting what he sent out. We talk about equivalent exchange. We talk about matching energies. That ain't matching energy. That's just the government. That's just the criminal justice system telling us, like, yo, we did a good thing. That's them telling us. We don't need Biden to tell us that. We don't need the president to go on the news and tell us that shit. We don't need the media to tell us that. We know what the fuck happened. This wasn't there was cameras involved. Like, I think it would be justice if it wasn't, if we got justice, and we make it about us, because we're like, yo, you said it, like, for me, we make it about us when we do that. It's not about us. Like, we know the system is fucked up. We know the system is flawed. This guy is dead. Right. This guy had a daughter. This guy had a family. I don't know shit about George Floyd, but at the end of the day, I just watched a grown fucking man die. I just watched somebody on anybody's necks. Like, you're going to die regardless in that situation. And we're just so used to losing that when we feel like it's a win, and even like us using the words like us losing, how we losing in the Trayvon Martin situation, in the Aubrey situation, in the Michael Floyd situation. We don't lose or win in those situations. This is just people that fucking have to deal with the consequences of our government, of our fucking police system. They do shit like this all the time. All right, cool. He got done with it. Let's compare that to the millions of cases that go on. Let's compare that to the millions in the 80s and the 90s and 2000s of black people that's been falsely incarcerated for wrong shit or killed because of wrong shit. What about the girl that was shot in her chest because she had a knife on her? Like, this shit, like, it's not a win. Like, these aren't wins, man.
Right. Yeah, and that's why I don't like to call it a win either.
It's just fucking them profiting off our trauma, right, bro. Like, at the end of the day, bro, they see a story. They understand that we're at a point in our country to where we're done with the ignorance. So that's what they're going to do. They're going to televise this whole fucking case, prolong this whole fucking case, because why do we need to go through processing if we got evidence? Why? Like, what was the point? What was the point of any of that? That white dude should have been done for the day it happened. It should have been like, yo, you're done. Like, get your ass in this cell. This don't need to be public, but we'll let the world know we got your ass and we locked you up.
Was he out during this whole time?
Shit, I don't know.
Like on bond or whatever?
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. Yeah, everything you said, though, is right, though. I did. Saying us and me is kind of like internalizing, but I guess for me, I'll say it again, I actually went through some police shit that could have went the wrong way. Like, I could have been any of them niggas. Like, I had a cop pull a gun on me and point that shit at me.
I had a gun put a cop on me when I was shot on the floor, and he thought my iPhone was a gun. Like, yeah. But we're used to that. But that's the thing about black. But
that's what I'm saying. When I see,
we're used to the worst case scenario. We're used to being prejudged. We're used to dealing with it. So it's just a comfortable feeling for us, which is fucked up. Like, we're comfortable with that. We getting profiled. We ain't bad about it. Like, man, shit just happened. You ever like tell a white person about some shit you went through and they understand? They'd be like, "What the fuck? I don't get it." Like, man, that shit normal. Like, they do shit all the time.
Share it. It's certain shit that I won't need.
I share that shit because I let them know, like, your values are clouded. Your mindset is clouded. You are an entitled, clouded society that allows you to think that it's supposed to work for you. But when you live in a country that was racism pretty much started this whole shebang, what do you think they supposed to expect? And it's just like you said, man, like, we want to, because black people are so spiritual and so connected, shit like that affect us. Like, George Floyd could have been any of us. That's fucked up that we can openly just say, like, yo, it could have been you, it could have been you, it could have been me. Because, like, that's how the world works over here, unfortunately. And it's just like, we take it as a win because it could have been us. And we take it personal, which I feel like I don't want to take it personal because that's not the mindset I should have. But at the same day, you sympathize for that brother because that brother was just like any other brother who, what that happened to, the Sandra, all of the people who we watch. Sandra Bland, Michael Brown, who died for reasons they shouldn't have died, for breaking the law. The law isn't life law, bro. Like, that shit is some shit that our founding fathers and these
breaking the law ain't no death sentence.
That shit ain't no motherfucking submitted. That shit don't mean nothing. That shit created as fuck, bro. And they just act like it's just the all be all. Like, fuck that. No. Justice is me stepping. Let me chill on his neck. That's justice. Let his mom chill on his neck. Let someone do to him what he did to him. Then what? Now we really talking about justice.
Eye for an eye.
Eye for an eye, But that's what we live in. We live in a world to where our country makes us feel like that's the right way. We're entitled. Americans are entitled in general, But white Americans, they're embedded in that entitlement, So that's why you got white people who disagree with the verdict. Because they're like, well, he had fentanyl. And it's just like, that's that white pride. That's that, that guilt, that shit, that energy that we can't even explain. That going on with that. So, fuck, dude. I hope we get raped every day. That would be justice if in that the judge was like, and every day, one 12-inch dick black guy has to shove it in you raw for the rest of your life. And we don't care if they have AIDS or anything.
Long dick style.
Long dick style. Either that or let somebody put their knee on your neck for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. What do you want?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we speaking about, I guess, just the system. Do you watch Snowfall?
Man, I watched 2 seasons. Really good. I kind of know about, not know, but that's based off of real drug dealer's life. Mm-hmm. So I kind of got the gist of it. I'm gonna watch it though, because I hear it's really good.
Yeah. You watched the finale?
Oh, it's a finale?
Season finale? Season finale. Oh, you didn't finish?
Is it good? I know John Singleton died before they started it. And John Singleton is one of the greatest directors of all time. Well, he died.
The start of the season was good. No, I'm talking about the show.
The show? Yeah.
The start of the season was good. Got weaker to me as it went along.
How come?
Because of the way it started, they started off right off the bat with the action. Off the back, first episode, first scene.
He had the homie the knife, yo.
First episode, first scene, they started off within the season. So that set the precedent for me. And then, but from there, it just got less dramatic. Yeah. Less and less dramatic. It was more storyline based. And even with the season finale, in a season finale, you kind of expect a cliffhanger, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't one.
No.
Well, is that nothing leading you to okay, what's the next season gonna be about?
Well, John Singleton is dead. The guy who created the show, so I'm not surprised that it probably won't be touched again. But that's the thing too. It's based off Rick Ross. I don't know if y'all know who Rick Ross is. Mm-hmm. Not the rapper, but the guy who really sold drugs. Yeah. He was a tennis player, and when he was younger, he wasn't really going to school and shit. He didn't like school, but he became a drug dealer because he's very smart.
Yeah.
But stuff like that kind of I think now that I'm older, shit like that kind of don't sit well with me because it's we glorify shit like that, but it's in real life.
You know what? I was thinking about that when I was watching it, and I was like, damn, it's so bad that I'm rooting for the fucking drug dealer and the CIA agent. For these niggas to actually get away with this shit.
And who brought drugs to it? And sad part is, CIA brought drugs to this country and put it in our hands.
Everything.
Yeah.
I'm actually rooting for these niggas watching this show.
I love drug dealers. I feel like that's the best business you can do because it's the ultimate game of Russian roulette. You can make really good money and you can get fucked up. But it's again, at the same time, that guy, One thing I like about the guy, I can't even say his name. I don't even remember his name right now, but he was Rick Ross. But he really was a smart guy to where he put drugs in his community to try to put money back in people's pockets and shit. Like, it wasn't just about being the best and shit. Like, it was about really providing for his people and his family and his community. Unfortunately, it was with a substance that they considered legal, but at the same time, they brought, like, black people didn't bring drugs in this country.
Exactly.
You know? But I like the second season. I like it's really good. Like, I'm only 2 seasons in. The last scene I remember is when, oh boy, the fucking Polish and the Colombians made oh boy do all that coke to wait on his brother and fucked him up. That was a good ass scene. Yeah. Great acting. Yeah. Without a doubt.
Yeah, fucked him up. That was crazy. Yeah, this nigga Frank becoming a monster.
Yeah.
I seen some of the finale, but not the whole thing. And I could just see it. I'm like, yeah, this nigga changing.
Yeah.
You can see it in his face.
Franklin remind me of Harry Potter. You ever watch Harry Potter?
Long time.
All right, so I was dating this chick recently, and she had me like watching Harry Potter movies. And one thing I like about Harry Potter is like Harry Potter held it down, like without a doubt. Like Harry Potter got shit done from beginning to end, but nobody fucking listened to him or trusted him the whole time. And he just spent most of the movie trying to convince his friends that he was right and he knew what the fuck he was doing. That's how I feel about Franklin.
That he was that nigga.
No one listens to fucking Franklin. Like, he have it for y'all. Y'all niggas just don't want to pay attention. That's how Harry Potter was. Like, he was just letting niggas know, like, yo, like, just do this, it'll work. And they was like, I don't know. I'm fucking Harry Potter. At 13, I did the Sorcerer's Stone. Like that. Like, what the fuck y'all want? Did you see an interview about the main actor of how he got into character?
Oh no,
he's talking about
I just saw.
Yeah, he's talking about Dub C.
I saw that clip.
Yeah, then he said John Singleton brought him to Compton and like dropped him off and left him there. They went to go get his mom, and his mom was like, "You're not from Compton." Like trying to test him and shit. He failed, but the acting is great, man. Like, this some good ass acting, man. As an actor, someone who appreciates that shit, it's good fucking TV, but.
Nigga's a good actor.
Mm-hmm. You wouldn't think he British.
Right. That fucked me up when I seen that interview. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, or mate. Like, he was doing his part and it was crazy. It was insane. Wait, what?
That's crazy how they could just cut that.
Yeah, him and Daniel Koo,
They could just switch that shit just like that. That's fucking talent. I be fucking with people all the time.
Yeah.
All right, how you doing today, mate? All right.
Well, we all watched the Mortal Kombat then, I guess. What's your thoughts? How y'all
Get
feel?
over here. Bitch ass nigga.
Y'all enjoyed it?
Yeah, that shit was good, man.
I really enjoyed it, bro.
Yeah.
I really, like, it was like watching a video game.
Yeah, I know that's your lane.
Bro, it was literally like watching the video game. Like,
yeah.
I mean, the story. Like, most people, like, want to act like they know about the story. No one cares about the Mortal Kombat story. All we give a fuck about is the fight scenes and fatalities. And they fucking delivered on that. The only thing I will say is, like, Liu Kang could have been a little bit, like, why the fuck was Liu Kang like a 12-year-old boy?
Right, I thought he would have been a little older.
Yeah, man. Like, he was just some skinny kid, but the rest of that shit was dope, man. Like, that Sub-Zero versus Jack scene was really dope. All the fight scenes were dope. And I remember because I seen the movie at midnight on Hulu Plus. I mean, on HBO Plus. That's not a plug, by the way. And just watching the Hanzo versus Sub-Zero scene, Sub-Zero, it was like, oh, they going at it. Like, they blood, gut. If you watching all the scenes, you see them do the fatalities and shit like that. I was even like catching myself saying, like, literally when Kano was like, Kano wins. I literally verbatim repeated that. I was like, oh shit, like they really got it here, man. I thought it was good. I liked it.
Yeah.
I feel like the next two gonna be better though.
Oh, I hope they casting for it. If y'all looking for somebody, I'll do that shit.
How you feel, cuz about it? You enjoyed it?
Yeah, I like that shit. I like that shit. I ain't had no complaints. But the action was on point. That's the only thing that I was really I really cared about. Like, is the fighting scenes. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really care about the other shit. Everybody looked, like the actual characters and shit. Yeah. None of it looked like the fighting scenes. They didn't look cheesy and shit.
Yeah.
It was on point. Hell yeah. That shit was tight.
Yeah. I feel the same. All the action scenes, all the fight scenes was dope. It was a couple of like cuts that wasn't like that was kind of weird to me that I saw.
What you mean?
And then like you could tell when they did, how what they call, I think like in rap and music they call them punch in. So it was kind of like a punch in on there. You could see like for me, I don't know, I noticed that type of shit.
You mean like the CGI or the...
No, where you can see where they stopped the scene. And
like
then they came back in.
Yeah. Well, I think that was hard. I think why it was good was because the fight scenes flow so well.
Yeah, those
CGI,
did.
The shit didn't look cheesy.
Yeah.
It didn't look like they spared any expense. It's like a lot of that budget went to straight fight scenes.
Yeah, that did. But the talking parts was like, and then I love some of the acting. I ain't really like the white girl. I ain't really like her acting.
Who's watching Mortal Kombat for character development, bro?
It was weird. It was just weird. It was like. It just didn't flow good. I was like, oh, this kind of awkward. This conversation is weird.
But
like,
Mortal Kombat's simple, but it's really complex. So like Mortal Kombat is literally a tournament of champions. So it's like all these other alternate universes and other universes, they come together for combat. You can't spend enough time explaining that.
Right.
But because we're trying to sell a movie, and we need storytelling to push the story forward, we got to do something. But like, honestly, they literally could have just been like, yo, just throw out the fight scenes and just did different set pieces. Just like, and I think they did a really good job at like mixing the story up to where like they separated like the main story and kind of gave you bits and pieces and gave you some type of, they could have did better with Reptile. Like Reptile didn't have to be a literal reptile. They could have made him like with the suit and shit like that.
Right.
But, what we look for in Mortal Kombat, it delivered in every way. All the other shit is like, no one gives a fuck about the storyline. Like, no one gives a fuck about Kung Lao, Liu Kang's story, fucking Jax, like none of that shit. No one gives a fuck about none of that shit at the end of the day. Like, we just want to see people fuck each other up, bro. Dog, the fatalities was dope as fuck, dog. Like,
I want to see how they're gonna get Kung Lao back.
I don't think he comes back.
You don't think so?
Well, and if you watch like the video games and read a couple of like the animes and shit like that, like he really doesn't come back, and like Liu Kang kind of steps up at that part. But sometimes they do, and sometimes they even do a part where they have alternate versions of them. Because like Scorpion, for example, like Hanzo, when he dies, he goes to the afterworld. That's him, but it's an evil version of him. So that's, but like he says, you gonna remember his face because he understands. Like, yo, I'm coming for your ass.
Right.
So I thought all that shit was good, but people take they won't expect too much from movies, bro. Like, especially when they don't understand the fuck going on. Like,
because he was getting his shit off before he took his soul.
Yo, no, Kung Lao, yo. Yeah. When he threw the shit on the floor,
I was like,
oh my God.
We finna fuck y'all up.
Oh man, the Shang Tsung. I didn't like the way Shang Tsung looked in that one though. I ain't gonna even front, man. But the actor's a pretty good actor. Then Liu Kang was like 12 years old, it looked like.
Yeah.
Jackson was dope though. When he fucking.
Yeah. Yep.
That Kano shit was dope too when he fucking
arms before they got big. Yeah, that shit was funny as fuck. I'm like, nigga.
Yeah, y'all see for that shit.
Hey, I was so looking like that's the way his arms gonna be. That's your way y'all gonna do my man arms.
This shit was like he was trying to eat. He was punching through one shit working. Dog, that's bogus.
Like, damn, that's the way y'all gonna do my man.
Tyler Perry couldn't even set that up. That scene and fucking the Goro scene was dope.
Oh, yeah.
For Goro,
yeah.
That shit was nasty, man. That shit was nasty, man.
Thought he was gonna kill them though, his family. Yeah.
Well, he was Goro was supposed to handle that.
Right.
We gonna plot.
Right. He finna just smash the truck.
Because Goro's comes like he's just not no simple monster. He comes from a genetic race of warriors, of like people who are bred to conquer. So it's like, Goro don't lose like that. But, you know what I'm saying? Good story tells it all.
Yeah.
Well, while we on media or on shows and movies and shit, y'all see that new Jamie Foxx show on Netflix?
I haven't seen it yet.
I ain't watched it either. I just saw it. But you saw, that he got a new show.
I do know he got a new.
Yeah, I seen it
His
on
daughter
Netflix.
produced that show.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's tight.
Is it good?
I haven't watched it either. I meant to watch it today, but my TV the fire stick was acting stupid.
Yeah.
Didn't want to come on, so I was like, fuck it. And then
Jamie
that's why
Foxx is really talented, man.
got David Allen Greer and shit. I like David Allen Greer.
No, it's
Yeah, that nigga
beast.
funny.
Man, been doing it forever. Both of them was on Living Color together.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I was reading some shit on it, and I saw that. I was like, "Damn, I forgot about that." Yeah, because I used to watch the Carmichael Show. You ever watch that?
That shit is hilarious,
He was on
dog.
there. Though.
That was a
shit
really good show,
funny.
man. That was a really good show, man. That was a really good show.
That shit was good. I was mad, dog, that he stopped doing that shit.
They was just talking about
Just
some real shit on there,
abruptly,
though.
too. It just like ended it.
Well, they was talking about some real shit on there,
Yeah.
though. Like, it was really touching some shit on there. So I can kind of see why they canceled it,
No, this too real.
Well, he quit. They didn't cancel it. He just
Oh, yeah, he did quit. You
Jamar
right.
Carmichael,
Yeah.
because he wrote it like he wrote like everybody line. Everybody.
Damn.
And he had a problem with one episode that they didn't want him to do, or they wanted to filter it. I forgot which episode with it, but it did come out. And then after that happened, he didn't want to do it no more. He was like, yeah, it's fine.
How many seasons was it?
2, I think.
About 2. Yeah.
I think it was 2.
Tiffany Haddish was on there.
Yeah.
Lil
Lil Rel.
Rel, Devin Allen Greer. It was a pretty good cast on there. It was kind of like sitcom vibe type of thing.
Yeah, like old sitcom. The stationary, not no real house, the set house.
Yeah.
Like my wife and kids.
Yeah.
That show, man.
That show funny as
It's
hell.
fuck, man.
See if I can
Nah.
That nigga Junior was so stupid. That was a good ass show.
Yeah, it
Let's
was
see
a
if I can
good
get
ass
that on
show.
DVD.
It ain't on Netflix or nothing?
Hell no. Yeah, it ain't on no streaming platforms as
It's
far as
not?
I know. As far as I know.
It ain't on Hulu or nothing?
If it was, I would have seen it.
You sure? I thought it was on something.
No way. It might be on. I don't know.
They did the Aunt Viv on that show.
With the
Oh, with the
Yeah.
daughter, yeah. Let's see, it's on Prime. Let's see.
Oh, it's on Prime?
Purchase. No, for purchase.
Watch on Prime for $9.99. It might be on Prime.
Yeah.
It come on TV too, so. What's her name? Tasha Campbell? That her name?
Tisha.
Tisha Campbell. She plays a really good wife. Like when she plays a wife.
Y'all watch that Cedric show? Cedric the Entertainer?
I haven't watched. I seen the plot
Neighborhood?
episode for it, but I ain't never watched it.
Yeah, a new show?
Yeah, it's been out for a few years.
Yeah, he got a
but
show on
it's new.
Fox where it's like some white people move in their neighborhood and stuff like that. Man,
It's with
the dude from like New
I think
Girl.
I seen my mom watching that before.
yeah, the dude from New Girl and with her friend on Martin. She was
The chick who played Pam.
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know why I can't think of her real name. I don't know her real name.
sure. I know it's like Arnold.
Yeah.
Tranisha Arnold. or
Tranisha
something
Arnold.
like that.
Yeah, exactly.
I just guessed. I just threw that one in there.
Yeah, he married to her. Yeah, and then
I
dude
watch
from
Martin
New
so
Girl,
damn
man.
much. I should know her name.
Yeah. That shit was good, though.
I think that Jamie Foxx show out.
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx is a really good actor, man.
Yeah.
Performer, singer, comic. He does
Yeah,
it
'cause
all.
He ain't really done no TV shows, huh? Since the Jamie Foxx show?
Now he's been doing movies and shit. You know,
Yeah.
once you start doing those Hollywood movies, bro, like you aren't affordable, especially if you win an Oscar.
Yeah.
That make work. But that's why I said his daughter produced. I'm pretty sure the only reason he did that show was because his daughter produced it and shit like that. So he probably owns some rights to it.
Nepotism.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about no shows that he was in.
Yeah.
Like, consistently.
How did he get that big, though? Because the Jamie Foxx show wasn't
Even gonna
that big of a thing.
Any Given Sunday was like his like breakout role. I don't know if you remember. I'm only beaming.
Oh,
Quarterback,
yeah.
that shit. That was like one of the roles where it kind of like showed. And he did some great movies. What's that one movie where he I've been watching Jamie Foxx forever. That one movie, damn, I can't think of the name of it, but it had Gabrielle Union. Enemy of State. No, not Enemy of State. Remember where he found that money and he was on a run and shit like that? But like even Any Given Sunday kind of like
I think I know what you're talking about.
kind of like got
I thought
bait.
you was
Can't think of the
talking
name
about
Bait.
of it though. Bait. Yeah, that
Bait.
was good. That was
Bait,
a good
yeah,
movie.
Bait. You
Hell
know,
yeah.
he did that Bait, and then he just got up, and then he did Ray, and then Ray was just kind of like, nah, he did Ali,
Collateral was good too.
Collateral.
Yeah.
He did Collateral with Tom Cruise.
Mhm.
He did, yeah, he did. That kind of helped him out too.
You
Yeah,
ever seen Held Up?
held up.
That shit was funny.
Got a lot of shit in the works right here. Spawn, Burial,
He's supposed to be doing that Tyson movie.
Wild
I've been hearing about that
Bunch.
Tyson shit for a minute.
Yeah, I think it's just really
I
happening.
hope they
though.
do that shit.
But wait, you said
None of them
wait,
come
they cloned Tyrone.
out. Yeah, that's all shit that's supposed to come out.
I want to know what that's gonna be.
Slick Charles, All-Star Weekend,
What could that possibly be?
Spider-Man No Way Home, Dad Stop Embarrassing Me.
That's the TV show.
That's the show.
Yeah.
Soul, he did the Soul. Project Power, I heard about that.
This movie was so trash.
Just Mercy. Is
No,
that
no,
the
not
one?
this one. Not this one.
That's the one where he was the cop?
With, I think that's the one with Michael B. Jordan. That's what that one is.
He did a movie with Michael B. Jordan?
Yeah,
Cool.
where he was he went to jail.
Oh, yeah, when he was
Yeah.
the judge and shit.
No,
Michael B. Jordan was the
the
judge.
lawyer. Yeah. I was watching this the other day, but I fell asleep, so I ain't finished.
Oh, God, another movie about how the criminal justice system doesn't fare for black people.
I ain't watching
What
it.
do you fucking do? Oh my God. What? White people love profiting of our trauma, dog. This shit is crazy.
Cause I end up watching it because I wanted to watch that new Michael B. Jordan movie. I think it come out next
No
week.
Remorse?
Yeah.
I thought that shit came out this weekend.
I did too.
No?
And I think it might have came out this weekend.
It probably did.
But I thought it came out last
So what's
weekend.
today?
And I caught myself looking for that. And I didn't see it. And then I saw that. And I was like, fuck it, I just watched this.
Yeah, man. I don't like when Hollywood do that's exploit the black trauma of how we fucked them up back in the day.
He was in the Migos video?
That's
Walking
what I said.
like
Oh yeah, around.
White Famous, Demi Lovato, Sorry Not Sorry, Baby Driver. Baby Driver was good. Sleepless was good.
No, I think that's the one I'm thinking of. No, this shit was trash.
You didn't like that?
Hell
When
no.
he was the dirty cop and then like something happened to his family.
No, this
and
shit was trash.
Yeah, you ever seen him in Miami Vice?
Oh, I seen that. When they at the casino or some shit like that.
You ever seen Miami Vice? Him and
don't
Colin
think
Farrell did a remake of Miami Vice.
Oh yeah, I seen
That's what
that.
this is?
No, that ain't.
No. I seen that. I seen that when it first came out.
No, this shit was trash.
Was it?
I was pissed. And then they jumped right into it, and I didn't know what was going on. Like, they jumped right into the action. I'm like, what's going on? Huh? What happened? Like 10 minutes in. I was
watched
like,
that
what
like
the
last
hell's
year.
going on?
That was on Netflix, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sleepy. He was trying to recover his son and shit.
Yeah.
A Million Ways to Die. The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Reno 2. He was in a Happy video. White House Down. Remember when he was the president? Django is probably his best movie he's ever done. Due Date was pretty funny.
Yeah, he was in a lot of music videos.
I didn't know IMDb did that. I got IMDb credit. I'm not Jamie Foxx IMDb credit, but I got 2.
Oh yeah, there go Miami Vice.
Miami Vice. He played the Ray.
I never seen the Jarhead.
Collateral, Jarhead. I remember that.
Collateral.
Collateral was when he was the cab driver for Tom Cruise character. Because he was Tom Cruise, like killing people and shit.
Different. Yeah. Oh, this a different. Oh, what's that? Don't Will Smith got a movie called Collateral?
Collateral Damage, probably.
Collateral Damage sound like an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
That is probably Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I'm like,
I was just guessing. Jamie Foxx show. Was it a really good show? Ali. Bait. We talked about that. Any Given Sunday. Held up. The Players Club. No, Any Given Sunday was kind of like that movie that kind of took him to like white Hollywood shit like that. Because before he was doing Booty Call, The Great White Hope. Y'all remember The Great White Hope?
No.
So The Great White Hope was a movie about Damian Wayans played like this like very successful boxer, and they tried to get this Irish dude off the street. It had Samuel L. Jackson, Jamie Foxx, Damian Williams, and you should watch it. It's like a fucking comedy, bro. This shit is good. This shit is a good movie. And like he didn't really take.
You know what? I watched this.
You had to see that movie.
I did. I have seen this.
That shit is hilarious. and like he was supposed to be like a Don King type motherfucker trying to build this great fight with this white dude. He still got his ass whooped and shit like that. And he didn't even train for the fight.
Yeah,
dog.
I did. I watched that. Yeah.
I remember that shit, man. Oh man, that shit came out in '96.
He was on Moesha?
I don't remember him always hanging with
Mr. Cooper
and Living Color. Boy. Music department. He got some good albums too, man.
Yeah.
The Jamie Foxx show was a classic.
You said that you got an IMDb. Let's look up your IMDb credit.
Richard Dickerson.
Richard Dickerson.
Look me up.
No results found. No.
There I go right there.
Which one?
The top? The bottom.
The bottom?
No, the second one. Oh, one more. Yeah. I'm missing one credit for a court TV show that I did called Personal Injury Court. Yeah, there you go right there.
The Dark Side of Opulent.
Yep, I played a outright customer. I got in a scene where I got in a fight with
this
two
the one
strippers.
you just did, right?
That's the one I just did, yeah.
Go ahead and run it up there, young man.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Look me up. You know, if y'all casting for somebody.
You get residuals?
Hell no. I got paid $20. The director gave me cash in hand for doing that.
I'll watch it.
Oh man. I know that guy, Freddie. That's my boy. This movie is about like a drug dealer, and then he supposed to be like dirty cops. I just play a guy who get into it with some strippers in the club and shit like that. That shit was fun as hell to make, man.
I'm gonna watch it just to see.
I hope I'm in it. I haven't seen the movie.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
No. I just
you got a credit, so you got to be in it.
Maybe not. You know,
it might not be everything you did.
No, you get credit regardless, though.
Oh,
like,
you
do a movie and they give you credit, yeah.
Even if they cut your scene out.
As long as I'm not an extra. I wasn't an extra. I didn't have a feature role because I had speaking lines. Because there's a scene where I fight these two strippers. It was funny, man. One of them was a singer. So it's like a scene where I get into it with these strippers and I'm fighting with them, and then one of them is a legit porn star. Like I looked her up and she get
in real life.
Busy. Yeah, no, like she get busy. And the other one was like a Priya something. I looked her shit up. Like she gave me she fucking get busy. Like she BBC type shit, bro. Like she like yeah.
Priya.
New porn star. You probably want to go to Pornhub to look her up. Oh yeah,
Right.
yeah. Click right there.
Oh, her?
Yeah.
I know her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was in the movie. Yeah, she get busy, bro. She gets busy, though. She gave me her card. Her. Yeah, it was her. It was her, and it was this other chick that's a rapper in Arizona. Yeah, I got to see where I could fight with them, tussle with them. Yeah, dog. Yeah, that's
She
her.
go crazy.
Dog, crazy, bro. Crazy, bro. Yeah, and like she would do like she was doing like MMA, like strip club fighting and shit like that. She's strong as a bitch. It was like a scene where she had to punch me in the arm and shit. She's fucking my shit up. Oh, shit. There you go.
Yeah, I didn't know she be acting.
Yo,
for real.
no.
That's funny.
Well, I mean, you do all that shit when you like in a
definitely
business,
gonna
bro.
be like,
Opportunities, because her one friend was doing the movie, so
Mhm.
she did a favor for a friend type shit. Like this is one chick, she's mad cool, man. She I didn't want to go to her birthday, but like
in
that's
this
AZ.
movie, right? In the dark.
In that movie,
Okay.
yeah, in that movie, yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, bro. She gave me her car. I looked that shit up. I was like, yo, yeah, she getting busy, yeah.
Like, I know you.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And I'm supposed to have a credit for a personal injury lawyer, but I guess my shit ain't connected to that one. But yeah, man,
Ain't out here, man.
I'm trying. Oh, I'm trying.
Brother be doing that.
Yeah, acting.
Yeah, he be like,
Yeah.
extras and shit.
Yeah.
That's how you start, though. That's the thing, man. Like you gotta find your way in some way, man. I'm trying to
And he be extras in like close-ups. Like you can clearly see like
In a minute?
What was that? The Will Ferrell movie?
Yeah.
For a movie.
I
Daddy's
can't
Home.
remember.
He was
Yeah,
at
When
Daddy's
they was
Home?
at the basketball
when they was
game.
at the game, he right next to Will Ferrell.
Oh shit! That's what's up. That's what's up, bro. Did he get how much? Did he get paid extra? If he was smart, he would have said something to Will Ferrell. They would have was speaking.
I don't know.
While
No,
they
they
was
tell-
filming this.
Yeah, they tell you not to talk to the actors. No,
spoke
don't talk to the actors because they know they got to pay you if you say something.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like that's the thing about being on set. I did this movie with Lil Romeo was in it, and the guy who played Tupac was in it, and the guy who played Biggie was in it. No, not the guy who played Biggie, but it was
What's
another
Tupac?
rapper. The newer movie.
Okay.
And they was in it. It was like a jail scene. You know, like they be like, yo, don't talk to the actors. Don't talk on set, leave them alone, shit like that. Because but you never know though. You could be like the actor, director could just look at you and be like, yo, say this. Once you say that, you go from making like $10 an hour to like boom, $500. Like, that's how crazy it is. Because I gotta pay you for that shit. So man. But that's dope though. Daddy's Home. That's a funny fucking movie, dog. You talking about the scene where he threw the ball at the old girl at the Knicks game?
I can't remember.
Y'all remember that
either.
scene?
I can't remember it.
Yeah.
I just
watched it
remember
once.
seeing them. They was talking, and then I was like,
Dog just sitting in the cut.
he was literally right next to him. Like it's supposed to be a close-up scene, but they still showing like 2 or 3 seats to each side or whatever. And he right there. I'm like, oh damn.
He was in another movie.
Yeah. Cause that's when in the other movie, that's when I found out. Cause my mom then was saying they was watching it. And they was like, you look familiar. Oh shit, that's my nephew.
Yeah. I forget the name of that movie too.
Yeah. So man, I had a quote. I had this up here. Communication. So I want to ask y'all, when you hear the word communication, what do you think of?
Communicating, sharing proper, correct information.
Okay. So
Communication. Just in general, when I just hear the word, what I think of off
just
top.
in general, when somebody say, "Oh, we communicating," or "I'm communicating," or
Understanding, understanding different perspectives and vocalizing that everybody different.
I like that. See,
Mm.
that's why I was like, because I be listening to shit. Like you know what I'm saying? We listen to all these people talk about relationships, doing all this. And people always be saying like, you're supposed to communicate. Oh, they not communicating, but it ain't always about me just saying something. If the person that I'm talking to, that I say something to, ain't receptive, That ain't my fault.
That's not communication.
That's not communication.
I always tell people-
Everybody think communication is just talking. No, it's listening and understanding. It's 3 parts to that shit.
I always tell people, don't hear what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. Just don't hear me. Listen to what I'm saying. Yeah.
You could hear me, but you
ain't
not
listening.
listening.
Yeah, we hear shit all the time. Don't mean we listening, but if you listening to me, we communicating. If you, yeah, why you bring that up? Like, what you dealing with some bitches who don't know how to communicate? Women don't. That women say men don't know how to communicate, bro.
I know what it is. I hear a lot of women saying that when it comes to relationship stuff. Oh, he don't communicate good. He didn't communicate this with me, or he probably did. You just wasn't listening.
Or you just didn't want to hear what he had to say.
Yeah.
No, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
You know what's funny is because let me see if let me pull this up.
Look, he got
I do, and I didn't even mean that. This is just somebody sent me this.
Sometimes you talk to people and they just want to get their shit off.
Exactly. And then like, I communicated with you. No,
Yeah.
you didn't. You just said some shit.
They just want to they just gonna say what they gonna say. And they don't give a fuck about what you talking about.
She sent me this in mine. Let me see if I can log into my shit on here. Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, people always be talking about communicate. But if I'm saying some shit and you're not receptive, I'm not communicating. I don't know.
Somebody sent you the demon emoji. You already know what time.
Oh, no.
Damn, I'm playing no games, my guy. He said that that's how you get your hoes off, bro. Not your personal Instagram. The pod Instagram, bro. The pod Instagram, right? Instagram on their website is so trash, bro.
Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah, no, you can't even post pictures on that one.
You can't?
No, you can't post pictures on that. No.
I never tried. That's funny.
Yeah, no. I tried to get away from social media and just like have my shit on the internet, like on my computer and shit like that. Like, you can't even post shit on there. You can just look at shit and like respond to DMs and shit like that.
Notification popped up.
Pretty
Get the
much.
app broke ass nigga. Hell, dog. I thought you was finna post a
Thought
pic.
you was gonna post saucy ass nigga. You didn't give you the option, bro.
I'm gonna just. Oh, you know what?
This is
She sent it to me in text.
That
that's
shit
a
nice.
good mix.
Yeah. What you do, the Snoop shit?
No, that's Snoop. We on air. Yeah, that Snoop shit is great.
That Snoop Dogg liquor is awesome. What is it called again?
In Doggo.
Indoggo, Snoop Dogg.
I don't even know if
Cash out them a check, and they'll have this bottle on here every week for your ass.
right. It'll be full.
It'll be full. No, it might not be.
Oh, that's his?
This Snoop Dogg.
Oh,
You ever
I
had his
didn't know
19
that.
Crimes?
I like 19
That's what
Crimes.
I was
that
thinking.
Shit smooth.
No,
Yeah,
yeah.
that shit
I was
He got the
talking.
19 Crimes,
Yeah,
too.
they got that at Women.
They got
I had
everything
that
at
before.
Women.
I know. That's why I be going there all the
Yeah.
time. That's where I got that shit from. But yeah, this Bombay, this shit smooth. This for players right here. Trying to get a Bombay deal like Spice Adams got that E&J deal.
Like I got you see him in I can't even say his name. Efrion Crockett.
Avion Crockett.
Evian Crockett.
Yeah.
I can't even say his name, bro.
Bro, they've been
Doing the battle shit.
mm-hmm.
You see him do his Kevin Smith impersonation?
Kevin Samuels.
Kevin Samuels, my
Bro,
bad.
That shit be funny.
Who did? Avion Crown?
Yeah. He go live and he like fuck with people doing his impression, dog.
Oh, he actually go live?
Yeah, he go live and shit, dog. Kevin Samuels was funny as himself, but Avion is a beast, man. I still remember him when he used to dance and shit.
When?
He used to do like breakdance and shit like that.
Oh, what?
Yeah, before he did like Wildin' Out and stuff like that.
Oh, what?
Okay, so I found it. Here we go. It was in my text, but it's a Facebook thing. So it's a dude texting his woman. So she texted him, "Babe, you make it to work." He replied, well, I'm gonna just go down here. So she said, "I received a call from Brian from LA Fitness. He said it was to confirm our appointment tomorrow." He said, "Yes, babe, I wanted to get us back in the gym." She said, "Huh? So you're saying you're not happy with my weight?" he said, I didn't say that. I said us, babe. You had our daughter 2 years ago. I don't want to bother you, but you're gaining a lot of weight. I offered to pay for a sitter or even get you an at-home session, and you refused. Your mom was there for us the first year while you relaxed and shopped. I'm doing this with you. She said, relaxed and shop. Is that right? I pushed out a whole fucking baby. Now you're saying I'm fat? Where is this coming from? Why now? Babe, I love you. I thought I can be honest with you and see it's making you mad. I appreciate you for giving birth to our child, but I'm not attracted to you sexually. I thought us both working out was a start. Please don't be mad at me. I'll call you when the meeting's over. No need to call me. This is sad. We go through a near-death experience just to be judged. You don't love me. I gained this weight because I had a baby. I'm not a size 6 anymore. I'm a 15. And if that isn't good enough, if that isn't good enough for you anymore, let's call this off.
Just because he told you the truth.
Right. 2 years ago. It's 2 years ago. It's been a whole 2 years and I didn't bother you. I made sure you had nothing to worry about. I'm trying to be open and honest and you're taking it too far. After my meeting, I'll come home. I don't want to upset you. I'm sorry. I love you at any size. I just want you healthy. Even your doctor said you could lose 80 pounds. Damn. That's a lot.
If the doctor says it, you just gotta listen. If the doctor's saying it, bro.
Yeah, and then it's more, but I don't.
Is this you personally, or is this?
No.
Okay. You know what the sad part is? Unfortunately, in that situation, you just gotta let her decide when to lose that weight. The only reason I'm saying this is because as a as a personal trainer, I have like women. I mostly deal with women because like that's like who like wants to work out and shit like that.
Yeah,
you deal with women and like they deal with men who really fuck with their insecurities, and like that's really a decision she probably need to make for herself, like verbally. Like I don't like if he feeling that way. Yeah, but keep that shit to yourself because she kind of did like risk her life to give you a child. Like, yes, like I haven't had a child. I haven't experienced that shit. But like that can be a very like that's an experience. And you kind of gotta let her figure out what she want to do with that. Like, yeah, you want your girl to get back to where she at, but you don't like at that point, women are very like self-conscious about themselves. Like very, bro. She just pushed a kid out. She's gained weight. And of course,
and it started before she even had the baby.
Exactly. Why you do that though? Like, do you think like would you do that? Like, would you like at the point of like? And the only reason I'm asking is because I don't know what your relationship is or anything, but like, does it matter to you at that point, or are you like waiting for her to talk about? Like, would you wait until she expressed that to bring that up, or would you just bring that upon yourself?
I mean, from the sounds of it, she got pretty damn big. So if she got that big, yes. He said she went from a size 6 to 15. And then he said the doctor said you need to lose 80 pounds.
That's not even double.
A lot.
That's not even double. What's 16 times 2?
That's a lot.
What's 6 times 2? 12? Shit, she added 3 on that shit.
That's a lot.
That's crazy.
That's a lot. So if she went there, at that point, it wouldn't even be about how you look. It is a health thing.
Right.
Like, if you went from a 6 to a 15, that's a lot of weight and gained 80 pounds. If you was a size 6, what do you think the people that in that range is? That wear a size 6?
I don't know.
Low hundreds probably.
Right.
If you gain 80 pounds, or she probably didn't even gain 80 pounds. The doctor said she need to lose 80 pounds.
Right.
She could have gained more. So she could have went from 150 to 250.
I don't see the problem. I don't see the problem with nothing he said. He told the truth. Y'all say y'all want the truth.
Communicate.
Right.
He
was communicating. He was communicating very well. He didn't leave nothing out.
If he just stopped fucking.
Right. He could have.
He just completely stopped fucking.
Right.
Or even further than that, start cheating.
Right. Or he just start blowing you off every time. Like, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? He's like, or he could have been like, yeah, I don't.
He would have been fucked
I
up
don't
for
even
that.
want to fuck no more. You fat.
Yeah.
He could have said that. Now that would have been harsh. I was like, bro, you ain't.
You on top riding. He was
right.
Like, babe, get up. Get your fat ass up.
Oh,
You too fat. You too fat to be on top. We're not doing the on top thing.
Man. Yeah.
I can get you from the side.
Right.
Missionary.
I can work with you.
From the back. But on top? Nah, we ain't doing that one. I can't do that one with you.
Oh, man. He could have went about that shit totally different, though. Like you said, he could have started cheating.
He could have started cheating. Like, that's the extreme.
The sad part about that whole situation is I guarantee you he didn't do that based off his mindset. I guarantee you she was walking around the house complaining about her weight, probably saying she needed to do some shit,
got sick
not properly communicating. And as a man who loves his girl, because when we love women, we really put in the effort. That's the thing that don't get talked about enough. Like, when we really fuck with you and we really love you,
we
like,
want to make you better.
We want to make you better. And like, as a man,
and at your own expense.
Exactly.
Based on shit that you're saying.
I bet she was walking around like, oh, I don't feel good about myself. Oh, I hate myself. Oh, I need to lose this weight. And he probably was like, oh, fuck it. Let me just go ahead and surprise her with this shit. And because she probably never really conversated about him with it, she just took it personal. But I mean, women are like fucking.
They always do that to us, though. They always expect us to just get the hint, and read their mind. But then when we express ourselves, it's a problem.
But if the doctor
said lose 80 pounds,
80, bro,
that's a lot.
She probably like 280.
If she was a size 6 and now the doctor is telling you to lose 80 pounds,
and you went to a 15. Jeez,
you 200. Easily
215.
You easily in the 2s.
15.
Yeah. And if you was a size 6, you was below 150. Depending, maybe depending on the height. I'll say that. Maybe depending on where her height is.
Yeah. Busting out the can like biscuits, baby. Come on now.
Out the can like
But you went from a 6 to a 15 and the doctor telling you to lose 80 pounds and your man signed you up for the gym.
Right. He laying the groundwork.
And he going with you.
Right.
He ain't just like sign you up.
Right.
He was like, I'm gonna go with you. I want to be there to support you and motivate you.
Right. I don't see the problem.
But that's how you know she ends, and that even just go back to what you just said. She been saying it. She been in around the house saying it the whole time. And she just showed it right there that she's insecure about it.
Had to.
And she's been saying that to you, and now she's showing it now.
Because what you said is absolutely right. Men, we're not gonna say like, yo, babe, I feel like you need to lose some weight. Let's do this. Because we already know what's gonna happen in that situation. We already know that's not gonna end well for us. If anything, he'll probably cheat. He'll probably like do some other shit if he didn't care. But because he probably heard her ranting about the shit in the house, fussing about the shit in the house, he was like, all right, my babe. I fucks with her. You know, I don't give a fuck. But if she ain't happy, let me go ahead do something about it. He should just like dropped her off at the gym. should just put her like, babe, let's go on a date.
I wonder how she reacted when the doctor said she needed to lose 80 pounds. Like, what was her reaction then?
You think so?
Really?
You think so?
That's fucked up.
80?
Niggas ain't shit. I can't believe he said that fucking shit. That's probably what started the whole thing. Doctor probably told us.
The fact that he put a number on it is crazy. Like, the doctor would just be like, maybe you need to lose a little weight.
Right.
No, he put a number on it. 80 pounds.
At least.
You need to lose 80. That's 80. Almost 100. How big was she? She was a 6, so she probably was like under 100. She probably was like 190 something. 180 something.
That's crazy.
She probably was 180.
80 though, that's almost 100.
That's almost.
That's a lot. Losing 80 pounds is a lot.
She probably was short too.
Probably.
Oh well. But she didn't have to react like that. That's why men cheat. Like,
That's why I was just saying.
No, that's
just
why,
saying him. I was like, he could have just cheated
because
instead of just saying that, he could have just said, I ain't trying to fuck you. I'm gonna just go fuck somebody else.
Men can properly communicate. Like men will properly communicate.
We just don't like the arguing and shit.
We just don't like what comes with them.
The
especially
that bullshit.
Yeah, because
that
emotions
combine
aren't logical.
Say.
Emotions are literally just personal feelings that they convey, and then it's just like, yo, you say like you can grab your woman and be like, look, baby, I love you so much. I love the way you are, but I see your mood around here. I see how you looking. I see how you feeling. I see how you carrying yourself, and I see that you are not happy. I see that you feel you're not happy. What I did was, because I know that you've been concerned about your weight, I just got us a membership. We can go in there, take a light, I know you want to get back to hot girl summer. You want to get back where you were before you had the kid. Like, so let's do this. You know what I'm saying? Hot girl summer, because that's what they need to motivate themselves, They don't want to, you can't make it about you. You gotta make it about them. And she probably just took that shit personal. What can you do?
Yeah. I even go back to like what you said about like you got to let them do it on their own time. Because I done been like not even in relationships, just talking to women in general about stuff that they claim they want to do, and I've tried to talk to them and motivate them, and give them ideas like, oh, you can do this, go here, or do this and that, and talk to this person or whatever, and they just wouldn't do it. And just continue to complain about whatever they complaining about. And it's like you can't help nobody that don't want to be helped.
Right. And then they claim you don't listen to them.
Yeah.
You don't be listening to nothing because you be saying the same shit. You don't be doing nothing about
ways.
it.
Yeah, you be around here complaining and do all the same shit. I gave you some solutions.
Right.
A number of them.
Right.
You ain't tried not a one.
Right. So I don't want to hear that. But I kind of understand where he was coming from, though, because he said he ain't said nothing, and it's been like 2 years. Yeah, he just trying to motivate her. That's all I got from it.
If you in the house with me and you walking around for 2 years talking, ooh, I'm fat, I'm gonna do the same thing. Look,
right.
Hey, shut up. Stop talking about it and go lose the weight or shut up. Right. I don't want to hear it no more. That's old.
Especially if you complaining about some shit that you have the power to fix.
Because he could not give a fuck. Could just let you sit there and wallow in your own pity and fucked all the bitches.
Right. Let you go into depression and shit. That's what happened. That's how some niggas will do. Obviously, he care about you.
Yeah, exactly.
And then that's how you reply. And that make a nigga just be like, fuck it then. I tried to fix it. And that's That's how motherfuckers get cheated on. They get too comfortable. I ain't saying it's right, but shit, that's what happened. And it's that simple. It's shit can go, go sideways, just that easy. But hey, shit, I'm with dudes, shit. I feel like you slipping. If I fuck with you, I'm gonna say something. You know what I'm saying? Just like anybody that I fuck with regularly. You know what I'm saying? If I see you not looking like yourself, or I feel like it might be something wrong with you, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna try to help you see what's wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the problem with modern women. What Kevin say? Can't nobody say nothing to you.
Oh,
that's
man.
your husband. He can't say nothing to you.
You can't, man, because women women can explore their emotion and express their emotions. Man, we really cannot. And if we do so,
not with them.
And if we do so, it's kind of like,
So, fellas, got a girl, stay on her ass. Make her better.
All right. Yeah.
Fuck that.
And at the end of the day, bro, you can't even trip about this.
You want somebody, what, ladies, y'all want a dude who just gonna let y'all, you know what I'm saying? Let y'all just drive yourself in the ground. If he sees something wrong, he should be telling you something.
Or fucking, stop verbally expressing your insecurities and getting mad when people address them. Because that's what it is at the end of the day. Like, as much as you can sit here and come up with an excuse in terms of just like, oh, you don't give a fuck about me. Oh, you don't care. Oh, you don't listen. At the same time, it's like, if we being honest about men, and we can all contest to this, like, bro, if we don't care, we don't make effort. Like, men are very simple. Like, we do listen, and even when we talk to our boys, because we know men don't take shit personal or don't express that they take the shit personal unless they on some insecurity or some sad type shit, we'll really be like, yo, what's good, bro? What you need, bro? I'm here for you. We do the same for women. But women don't like to communicate. And women don't properly communicate because women, they don't like their feelings to get hurt, because in order to have communication, you have to put your ego and your feelings to a side to hear what's coming from. You know, that's why women don't like to take shit accountable. That's why we can live in a world to where when men cheat, we're fucked up. We should have known better. Where women cheat, it's a reason.
Right, it's all
like when women cheat, it's a reason. This has been the buildup. He ain't been treating right. But if a man do it, we was supposed to fucking look at school. Look at that. Yo, but it's crazy, dog. But the sad part is men live in a world to where no one's coming to save us. No one's coming to give us that.
You sound like Kevin Samuel,
bro. That's why I got that shit from. That's why I got that. Like literally, like we don't. But that's why men can handle harsh realities, because we know, like, when we get fired, when anything happened to us, there's no one coming like boom. And if it's someone coming, it's coming out of their own. It's like once in a blue moon, or it's like someone who's probably just trying to do it for themselves. Like, in terms of just like, if a woman coming to save you, it's because she feel bad for you. She ain't got nothing going on for herself, and she just need that attention. Women, they get every excuse, every benefit of the doubt, because they live in a society to where they're so used to getting crushed on and so used to the fucked up shit that they have to have it now. They have to have that in order to move on. And it's like, you know, even reading that, like, I knew it. It wasn't no dude who just looked at his girl and was like, oh, you ain't taking care of yourself. Let's do something about it. You can tell it was a nigga who really was like sitting back like, damn. He probably, this man probably was scared to even do that. And to be able to do that and get that response. And she like, oh, you want to end things? We got a fucking baby together and you really taking this shit this personal? It's like, fam, we already know how women feel once they give birth. Most of the time, they don't feel good about themselves after the experience they went through. Mm-hmm. I don't even have to have a baby mama to tell you that. You know, I'm a personal trainer. I deal with women all the time that's trying to get back to the figure they was trying to be at. And a lot of the times it's them. And and that's crazy for a man to step up and try to put in the effort because he know, like, you probably can't do it. Like, yeah.
That's the type of person you want in your life. Like, even beyond that.
Going to hold you accountable for what you say and try to help you move forward. And women don't like that shit. Women just want a motherfucker to spoil them and motherfucking let them.
It sound good when they telling somebody what they want.
Mm-hmm.
But then they get it and don't know what to do with it.
Exactly.
So
they like the idea of all that shit.
Right.
Exactly.
What you gonna do? Leave him and then get with a nigga who don't give a fuck?
Who don't give a fuck? You got a baby. So what? Now you're in a situation to where you're trying to find love, and you're not trying to find love. You're trying to find somebody to take care of you and your kid.
Mm-hmm. That's gonna cater to you.
That's gonna cater to you, and what you gonna do? You're not gonna tell him. You're not gonna tell him the full story.
No.
You're gonna tell him. You know, the last guy didn't love me for all. I gave him a baby and he just treated me like shit. He just felt like I was like, she's gonna make herself the victim in that situation. And again, like, don't get me wrong, man. I dealt with a woman who literally her husband was shitting on her. Like, she used to be a stripper. She sacrificed everything to have a baby. And what he did was just like, yo, you don't look the same. And he like that shit is fucked up. Like, cause that shit does happen. But then at the same time, it's like, fam, no man who love you gonna come at you that way. If he had no reason to.
Right.
Like, he ain't finna just come here and just like, yo, you fat as fuck, bitch. You need to do something about this.
Right.
Like, no. He probably at home eating dinner with her every night, chilling with her every night, listening to her, listening to her on Instagram. Ooh, I want to look like her, babe. I need to get like this, babe. I really, babe. Like a whole bunch of shit. Men really don't move shit. You gotta like fucking annoy them in order to give them the initiative.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, come on. Like, you act like he wasn't there the whole time you had the baby. Like he wasn't there watching you go through that and being like, damn, I know she want to be this, but this, and like, yeah, bitch is ungrateful. Bitch ungrateful. Yeah, I hope you leave her.
And know your worth, King.
Yeah, leave her and fuck her non-pregnant friend, the one who got the body, so where he'd be appreciated. And then you can just look at your son and just regret that you just couldn't handle accountability in yourself.
Mm-hmm. No, that's fact though. Because I even know that, like, just even in my own experiences, like even less than that. Because I had the chick that I was talking to, right? And she would like be telling me stories about her job. Like shit that she had to go through at her job and with certain people. And I would try to like help her and tell her how to handle it, how you should go about it, this and that and that. She didn't hear that shit. And then it got to a point where I wouldn't even respond. Like she would just tell me the story and I would just sit there. Bro. And then she got mad that I was doing that. I was like, when I was responding, you didn't like the way I responded. So I don't know any way other to respond other than the way I was. Right. So now I'm gonna just sit here and listen.
I have a 3-system process on how I deal with my friends and their problems. You come to a problem with me the first time, let's talk about the problem. Let me hear your side of the story. Because yeah, I believe you. I'm your friend. I have your back. The second time, all right, cool. What's going on? Tell me the full picture. I'll give you my opinion on what you're telling me. Third, all right, what are you doing to why this is a reoccurring thing? Because if you're having a problem and it's a consistent problem, it's not the problem, it's you.
Right.
A lot of the times it's you. You need to sit back and be like, all right, why am I here? What am I doing wrong? How can I get myself out of this situation? Mm-hmm. And once you get into that third conversation, a lot of people don't want to hear that shit because a lot of the time it be people. If you're in the same situation multiple times, bro, it's you. Like at the end of the day,
denominator.
You are the common denominator, bro. Like it has to be. Because if you were smart, and that's the thing about men, like when we in situations, we get it and solve it and go. Because we know, like, all right, if I stay here, ain't no good for coming in, it's a waste of time. Women, all right, not all women, but a lot of times they want to play the victim role. They want to have excuses. They want to point fingers instead of just sitting there and be like, all right, like, what do I need to do to get myself out of this situation? Like, at some point, you have to literally sit here and look at yourself and be like, all right, what do I need to do? What is it that I need to do? Because you create your own reality. You create the world you live in. And if you're dealing with the same situation, like you always get women who deal with this ain't shit niggas. You deal with that ain't shit nigga because you don't know how to take yourself out the situation because you're so prideful and you think that if you make it about yourself. If we're in a third situation, it's not about you. It's about everything but you. It's about you. It's about the situation. It's about generalization. It's about no one taking accountability. And then at that point, you just need to take it upon yourself to be like, all right, cool. Like, I don't get it, man. But then women love trauma. Women love to have that as their backbone in order to solidify themselves as women in this country, unfortunately.
I was just going to say that.
Women make friendships off trauma. Men don't make friendships on trauma. Like, men don't. Not at all. You don't never know a man's trauma. Women will literally create a bond off of no shit niggas and then get mad when that one friend evolves from that relationship. Because eventually you got to get past your trauma. Right. You got to get past your problems, shit like that.
Right. Otherwise, both of y'all stay single.
Exactly.
It was fun while y'all was together. Then one of them, find a dude. Now she happy. Now
she happy because he helped her get rid of her shit, and now you sitting there looking stupid.
And he telling old girl like she can't kick it with her. Exactly.
Yeah, you gotta go. Get away from her. She gonna fuck your life up. She gonna fuck what we got because she can't get over her own self.
Yep. She can't get her shit together. She don't want you to have your shit together.
She tied her shoestrings together and then just tripping over herself and don't know why it's happening.
Right.
Yeah. That's because women want to be saved. They don't want to. Not all women.
Problem solving. They love problem solving.
They love solving problems that's not theirs.
No.
If it's not their problem, they gladly will be honest and truthful and give great insight. But when it's they shit.
What about you?
Yeah, exactly. What about you? How are you going to make your life better and not your friends? Because that don't benefit you when they're living their life and you
Right.
sitting there in the back being like, no one cares about me. No one
That's
loves
easier.
me.
It's easier being the observer
Mm-hmm.
than
Outside looking
than actually
in.
doing the work. You know what they say, easier said than done.
Right.
That's the motto they go by. Oh, it's easy for me to tell you what you need to do to better your life instead of me doing what I need to do to better my life.
Mm-hmm.
But when I'm saying it to you, it make me feel like I'm doing something.
Right. Just feel. Just the feels. I don't disagree with nothing y'all said. Well spoken.
Hey, man. It's just like, again, because men can't be saved, we accept what happens to us. I think, like, most of the time, women don't accept what happened to them. They accept, but they don't. Like, I'm like one of these people. When you're dealing with emotional connections, there's no right or wrong. It's either your side, their side, how they feel about it or not. At some point, you have to take some accountability in order to move on. Whether it was not your fault or whether you had something to do with it. And a lot of times, men, we do take accountability in any situation because we're like, all right, cool, like this happened. Fuck that bitch. But at the end of the day, all right, it is what it is. Like, let's try to move on from it. Women is like, fuck dude, he ain't shit. Niggas ain't shit. Then they make it about them against the world. Because even in that situation he was talking about, that ain't him dissing her. That's her not accepting her reality, what she spoke into existence. All he did was be the spark that kind of get her to kind of get her back in place. And that's, women can't handle that, especially from other men, because it's like now you're overthinking it. She's probably in a fucked up mindset because she had a baby. Most women when they have a baby is very vulnerable emotionally because you sacrifice your body to create this being. I get it, you know? That's fucking rare. Like, but at the same time, if you hate the way you look, motherfucker, then change. It ain't that hard. Get the knowledge and change. Don't sit here and take it personal and tell a motherfucker like, oh, you don't love me. You wanted this. If you don't want to be with me no more, like, where the fuck did that come from? like
If I wouldn't want to be with you, I would have I would have just broke up with you. If that was the case,
she just jumped out the window.
I'd have fucked somebody else.
I'd have fucked your friend who isn't pregnant, who's happy.
Right.
You know? But, what are you gonna do?
That's
Women.
why I didn't got to the
Keep
point
telling
where
the ass how it
if I'm
is. That's
talking
what
to
we
a
gonna
woman,
do.
you keep telling me, oh, I feel. Conversation over.
And I'm gonna hold you accountable for yourself.
I can't win. If we're going based on how you feel, I can't. There's no. It ain't nothing I can't.
You ain't gonna never win.
It ain't nothing I can do.
It's a never ending.
If we're going off your feelings,
Never-ending
it's
battle.
nothing. Yeah, it's nothing I can do.
Ever. With anything, male or female. If you dealing with someone and their feelings about it, bro, like, you might as well walk away. Like, when I talk to people, bro, like, I was talking to this friend and she's dealing with some shit. I ain't gonna put her stuff out there, but it's like, fam, we talked about this multiple times. Like, I'll just give a brief. You say you don't trust this person. Why are you dealing with them? Like, and when you break simple shit down to people and they can't comprehend it, they take it personal. Because it's like, yo, like, think about what you're saying. Like, what you saying to me? You can't expect or assume anything from anybody. But what you can do is hold yourself accountable for what you're saying. Because a lot of times, it don't be men projecting. It be you projecting and assuming. And then what? What were we supposed to do? Like, you can tell a man all you want. Like, a man can tell his woman, like, yo, I don't think that way. I don't see that way. And they still won't believe you, bro. They'll still be like, you just want some pussy. You think I can't get pussy? Like, you can pay for pussy. You can go out there and find pussy. Like, what are you talking about? Like, stop. Let's be logical here. You're not happy with yourself. I know you. I've been fucking you raw. I've been living with you. I know when you're happy, when you're sad, when you're mad, when you're moody, when you're insecure, all that shit. And so let's sit down and have a talk about it. Sure, I probably shouldn't take the initiative because it was insensitive to your feelings. But at the same time, we a team. We got a fucking child together. Like, that's fucking teamwork up. You want to get happy. You want to get back to where you want to be at because you want to get there. At this point, I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't have kids, but I'm sure the majority of men who sitting here bashing their baby mamas because they had their child is like very minimal. Because it's like, man, niggas is like, damn, this is comfortable pussy. Men won't get away from comfortable pussy if they want to. If a man is doing some other shit, it's because something's going on. Like women like to act like man cheating will fuck anything. Yeah, two things can be true. Yeah, we go bust anything down. But if I got something that's guaranteed, that I know it's gonna cook for me, that I know I can trust my kid with, that I can know can do all these things, I'm not gonna mess that up.
Right.
But you fucking it up when you portray and you assume and you accuse and shit like that. Now I wouldn't be surprised if dude went to go cheat. I'd be at the gym fucking with bitches just to piss her off. Posting pictures with him like, oh, we getting fit. Too bad my baby mama don't want none of this.
Start getting petty.
Getting petty, bro. Petty Bravo. Oh shit, man. I'm finna head out.
All right, man.
Thanks for having me, man. I'm sorry, man. I ain't mean to.
Oh no, you all good.
Thank you, brother.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for having me, man.
Safe travels, man.
Appreciate it, man. Woo. This shit was fun, man.
Well, that's it, man. Not included pod everywhere: Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook.
Sir.
You gotta check me. I got one. Don't check me, bitch. Check Rich IDM credits. Check out this movie, Dark Side of Opulent.
Hell yeah. Check that shit. And drink some water, motherfucker. Oh, look, dehydrated ass. You probably ain't drink no water all day.
We got water right here.
Right.
Pitcher of water, bottle of water.
Right. Shit, we got all the other stuff, but we gonna have that water if we ain't got nothing else. Had a chocolate shake. Now I'm drinking gin. But you see this big ass bottle of water. We gonna get it in. Can't be out here dehydrated.
Well, that's it, man.
Yeah.
We out.